Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you doing, Sandra?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Happy Friday.
Same to you. And I'm just loving your African shirts. I talk about them every week. You make sure you have a new one every week.
That's right. I'm glad the retail stores are starting to open because I was running out.
I know. I was wondering where you're getting them. Are you buying them on Amazon or something?
No, not Amazon. Awesome. Looking forward to today's show.
I know, me too.
Awesome. So, again, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to our faithful viewers who join us every Friday at the same place and same time. And we appreciate you. And this is Byond Talk, Walking with Purpose. And today we're looking at healing, mind, body, and soul. And our guest will be with us shortly. Her name is Osai Cohen. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time on this platform, you might be wondering, who is Byond Talk? Well, Byond Talk is a social mentoring forum, and it's a place designed to engage community in thought-provoking conversation about real-life issues, triumphs, grief, pain, growth, and success. This space is designed to inspire you to foster healing and transformation. We believe that life is one big classroom where teachers and learners are interchangeable. And our mission is to inspire you to go after your healing so you can transform. Because one of the greatest tragedies in life is to lose your authentic self and accept the version of you that is expected by everyone else.
That's amazing. And gaining that authentic self and owning that is through healing, right? And that's why we're talking about healing, body, mind, and spirit.
Definitely.
Yes.
And healing doesn't seem to come to you right away. It's usually after some kind of an event and you raise awareness and get into it. And so this is why we're here, to help raise awareness and to magnify the importance of healing, to get your healing. And joining us in the conversation today is Osai Cohen. And we're going to have a wonderful conversation, as we normally do. Good evening, Osai.
Good evening. Hi, how are you doing?
Good evening, Osai.
Welcome to Byond Talk.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
That's excellent. We're glad to have you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Excellent. So to get started, just give our viewing audience a little bit of insight into who you are and what you do, and then we'll start our conversation.
Sure. Okay. Well, again, thank you so much for having me here. It is definitely a privilege. My name is Osai Cohen, and I have a company called 12 Gates Property Services. And what we do is primarily take care of properties that are, when they're sitting vacant, we provide all sorts of services for them. So my background is in marketing, property management, and real property administration. And I work with independent contractors from various trades and they have incredible skills. Okay. And what I've discovered, though, is that many of these guys, although they're very skilled and very talented with what they do in their trade, they lack business skills. They don't know what to do. Like it's scary. So they don't know how to run their business. So I recently launched a program to help men specifically to go through a career transition when they might have been laid off as we're experiencing now, and or they're just unemployed and they want to move on with their lives, and I'm helping them go from wherever they are now to become independent contractors, professional independent contractors.
Okay.
That's basically what I'm up to.
Excellent.
That sounds amazing. It sounds like something that's so needed in our community. Can I tell you a little secret? I'm actually dealing with that right now, and I keep talking about you. I'm like, oh my God, she said exactly this. She said exactly this. But we're gonna tie it into to healing. We're gonna tie it into the mental space of a person, because a person can only show up as who they are. A person can only operate in the capacity at which they are. A person cannot do more than they can do. So we're seeing these nuances that are like, oh my God, is this really happening? But it's coming from a deeper place. Do you agree? It's coming from a place, and that's why we're talking about this, because when you're healed, you're going to find that a lot about you will change. Even the way you show up will look totally different, right? So that's why we're going to be having that conversation. Right, Aaron?
That's correct. So some of these men, you said they are going through some form of transition, career transition. Okay. And what do you see are some of the challenges that they're having during the transition? Would you say it's more like lack of belief, doubt?
It's a combination of everything. It's also their reason for transition could be, it could be a variety of things. So right now we're experiencing COVID, so yes, there might be layoffs. So if they're working at a job, like a 9-to-5 job that they're accustomed to, and then now that job is gone, it's okay, what do I do now? Maybe they didn't want to be there to begin with, and now now it's a good time to start fresh. So that's one area. But even before COVID, though, I've been working on this program, and it was more about those who are working or unemployed, and particularly those who might have been incarcerated for whatever reason at whatever point, and now they're coming back, they're transitioning back into the community, and they have no choice in a lot of cases. They can't just pick up a job the way they once were able to. So that's really who the program was originally designed for. But it's also, any kind of transition, and the whole mental shift. It's like, if you were working a 9-to-5, that's all you know how to do. You know how to do what your boss told you to do, and you could do it well, and that's it. But now, to be self-employed, it's even doing the same work, it's a totally different mind shift. And so I help them with that whole mentality, as well as the physical process of setting up their new business.
Oh, very good.
Wow.
That's a great role, to be able to help people transition. I think the biggest hurdle is just the state of mind, and maybe some of the apprehensions that they're having because of what they've gone through. Do you find that a lot of your clients have they've done some internal work where they know their strength, they know their weaknesses, they've gotten rid of the shame of what's happened to them in their past, they've in place of that?
Rarely have people gone through that discovery process. So no, they're just ready to do something new. And
are you there?
Sometimes they come with. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You're frozen. You're frozen. You can hear? Okay.
Yeah.
My internet.
So yeah, normally they don't have that. They don't go through that discovery process. They just show up ready to work, but they just don't know.
Okay.
They know how to work, but they don't know how to conduct themselves as as a business owner type of thing. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what are some of the things? What are some of the things that you've been doing with them to help them to go a little bit deeper and turn their lights on, their internal light, if you mean?
Yeah, well, the program, the beginning of the program, it's a 7-week program for starters. The beginning, it's all about mindset. So I do walk them through just digging deep as to what their skills are. I actually like to highlight what their true skills are, like not necessarily like their physical skills as in the trades, but their skills, like what they bring, because we all have talent, right? So
Right.
what they're really good at as a person, we look into that first, and then try to create a business that's coming from that point of view. So they're actually walking in their purpose, you know.
Right.
So
There's a noise in the background. Is that you,
Yeah,
Aaron?
that's me. Sorry.
Okay. So Aaron left to fix his noise. Aaron is back. Yay.
Yeah.
Aaron is back. Sorry
Wonderful.
about that, Osai.
no
Sorry about
problem.
Going live at home, right?
It's not me this time because my
It's
children
real
are
life.
outside.
Your
Real
kids are outside. You locked them out of the house? Oh my
Don't come
God.
back until the sun comes down. But just be careful. Just be careful with the COVID.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So it looks like you take them through a process of what I'm going to call self-discovery. And I guess there's a degree of it, right? You probably don't go as deep into answering the who am I question and, you know, what are my gifts and stuff like that. But you kind of
You're right.
take them partway there, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's skimming
right.
the surface.
Yeah.
The surface. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's only 7 weeks, so
Yeah.
so
7 weeks.
Right. But do you find that something shift or change when you in that 7 week? Do you find that in those 7 weeks, I should say, do you find that something happened with them?
Well, to be honest, I haven't gotten to the end of my 7-week program yet. So this is a new program, but generally speaking, yes, like just like I've been working one-on-one with some guys, and it's not formal, but I've seen a shift where it's like, you know, initially it shows up in their actions, like not showing up on time or just having a like not a bad attitude, but just like a lazy type of cavalier way to approach business.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like, because I'm not anybody boss, but I've been now called boss lady, right? So it's so like they're putting themselves together to say, okay, well, you know, I'm going to take this seriously because, you know, it's expected that they're to take what they're doing seriously. So yeah, so there is a shift, definitely.
Nice.
So do you think that you will stick with them after the 7 week to take them a little bit deeper? Like I'm hearing you, it seems like you're onto something, and these are people that you're saying that at one point were incarcerated or some, so they're feeling a little bit down, maybe beating up on themselves internally, maybe having some self-worth issue, maybe can't get a job, feeling that they're not good enough. So it seems like you have them in your space, and now you're the boss lady for a reason. I think they need you. They need you to take them a little bit deeper, or they need us, and that's why we're a community, and that's why we want to work together, because we know that these things are happening around us, and we can see it, like you said, just the way a person show up. You know that they need healing. You know they're having health issue, which is spiritual health issue, psychological health issue, and that can turn into physical health issue, right?
Yeah, like substance abuse, which is big. Which is
right.
So, and then that's because of all the other issues. It becomes, you know, that they start to rely on substances. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just use the word, and I'm going to chime in here, Aaron. You just use the word unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So I want to call you out on that. It's unfortunate, but a lot of people say that. So we see a problem and we say, it's unfortunate that person is going through that. You know what? That bugs me, right? Because so we're gonna change that word. We're not gonna say it's unfortunate anymore. And we're speaking to the people who are listening. We want to say, we want to think about it. How can I help?
The possibility.
Right. How can I help? Exactly. Because there's greatness in all of us. And we want to stop saying it's unfortunate. I don't know how this person can come back from there. But really, anyone can come back from there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can come back from there. They just need sometimes a little love, a little push, like what you're doing. You're doing great work, by the way. Amazing work you're doing. And the real heroes don't get to shine. The people who really do the work don't get to shine. Nobody hear about that. And that's why we want to, Aaron and I, we talk about talking to people who are having ordinary experiences and who are making big change, just like you're doing, because you're saying they respect you, they see that you want them to be better, and that we want more of that in our community. So so it's not unfortunate, is there is possibility in these young men. There's possibility, right? Yes. Go ahead, Aaron.
Definitely in a position of opportunity. And sometimes, just you have opportunities, little coaching, moments of coaching, mentoring, and giving them, because they're probably not conscious of it, but they are seeking knowledge, how to improve themselves and how to perform better, so that puts you in an opportunity, and maybe you can direct them to certain resources that can help them answer those questions or bring up the questions that they're not conscious of yet, right? Because I'm sure they want to improve their lives, right? And get to a happy place.
I'm glad I met you guys. So good.
I can tell you're pretty passionate about what you do. And so I'm going to ask you, what truly brings your soul alive, Osai?
You know what? That is a good question, because in my business is actually 3 parts to it. And the funny part is, like, even with my mentor, I've always been encouraged to work on the money making side of it, right? And I find myself not going there because my passion has been leaning towards helping these guys and actually making a difference. So so I didn't even realize it was in me, actually. It was actually through my own discovery, my own self-discovery, that I realized that actually, even me choosing to work with men, particularly fathers, this is where my passion is. Because, okay, this is a little personal, but my ex-husband is no longer in the picture, and my children don't have a father. And I see how difficult it is for being the non-recipient of financial aid from him, for one thing, but also just knowing, like, me working with these other guys, they're also similar, they're fathers, and I see how hard they work. They work hard, and then it's sad when they don't make enough money to be able to provide adequately for their children. So so that's why my passion is to help fathers be able to provide for their children, and so that's my way of getting what it would have been ideal for me to be able to receive for my kids.
Wow.
Right.
That's amazing, Osai. You just brought back to memory when I was going through my divorce, and at 23, 24, and not able to work because I was depressed and not having money to pay my child support or to go see my kids. They lived in London, and that is a pretty uncomfortable situation.
Wow.
as a man,
No
you know.
doubt.
So,
Yeah.
you know, thank you for recognizing that and doing what you
Yeah.
can to help guys work through that. That's
And
awesome.
there's
And
so
and
many. Go
Awesome.
ahead. Go ahead,
So,
Osai.
Sandra,
Yes. I think you're
on,
freezing up. Your internet.
I don't know if it's my internet,
I
but
think your internet
I'm
is
not
a
seeing
little
you
bit
guys.
shaky. Yeah,
If you could hear me, Sandra,
I can hear you.
yes,
Yes.
you can hear me?
Yes.
and I can hear you too. Yes.
My internet's unstable.
Mm.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. All right. Osai, I don't know what he was gonna
Well,
ask us, but
well,
but
there's
but
something else I can add
go
to that.
ahead. Go ahead.
I don't. There's a movie or a show that's out called Upload, and I
Mm-hmm.
watched this the other day, and it's a movie that's on Amazon Prime or something. So
All
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
right.
I was
So this,
watching it.
Chief,
I
if
was
you could hear me, maybe just go for a quick break. Sandra, are you able to see me?
Yeah, I can see you and hear you.
All right. So my internet has gone down. I'm sorry. Did I
okay.
miss anything?
No, you didn't. I don't know what you missed, but
I
I
just
think
I
you're.
couldn't see you guys. I couldn't see you or hear you.
Oh, she was talking about a movie that she was just
Oh,
talking about a movie. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Could,
But we
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
So there's a movie called or a show called Upload, and what it is this woman who is like a virtual assistant, or she's an angel to this guy, to people who are living their life in like an afterlife type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So why I love this movie is because I see myself as that woman, like the one that's
Mm-hmm.
behind my computer, and I provide assistance to people, as they're as to gentlemen who are working. So as they're doing their job and need assistance, I want to be the one to be able to breathe life into them, to encouragement and resources and tools, and provide anything that they need while they're doing their job. I'll do the administration work in the background. So that's that movie really got
Wow.
me interested. So it made me open my eyes into what's possible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
excellent. So Sandra,
Wow. Yes. Good.
can we ask our audience to that they could we want their engagement, that they should make their comments, ask us questions as we go along. So I'm not seeing anything yet. So
Yeah,
um,
you're asking them right now. Hi guys.
and
Um,
they can do it even after whatever time you're viewing the program. Just send in your questions, and we will definitely get a response to you.
okay.
All right. And did you want 2 more minutes to go for a break?
Who wants to go for a break?
No, just to run a little commercial.
Okay. All right.
Chief, you
That's
ready?
something. Yeah, Chief. I don't know if he's listening. Yeah, I think he should just go on. I'll message him.
Okay.
Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com.
All right.
Wow, that was good. That was good.
Awesome. Great.
Good
So,
one.
Sandra, what brings your soul alive?
My soul. I think. She's here. Her mic was muted. What brings my soul alive? Oh my goodness, that's a tough question. A lot of things brings my soul alive, but I would say when I see people transformed, whether that be a friend, a family member, or just somebody I'm working with, I get really excited when I see people changing and blooming. I say blossoming, growing. That's what brings my soul alive. And because I was that little girl that was the social work case, if you may. And I watched my own life take turns, and all the turns I've seen, because I'm here, I'm my own witness. I've seen the turns. So I know it's possible that anybody can grow. It doesn't matter where you begin. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. You can move. So that just make me melt inside when I meet someone and a year passed and they're like, whoo, they don't talk the same way. They don't walk the same way. They don't show up the same way. I'm like, yeah, you got this. You got this. That's what makes my soul alive. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Very good. And so another question for you, Osai. What is the old story of your life?
The old story?
Yeah. What do you want you can tell me?
The old story of your life. I love it.
Transformation, has it been transformed? You know, what did you transform from? And
you know what? For me, I think, okay, we all go through our self-discovery. At least we need to. Actually, 2019, last year, was my year I took off to do self-discovery. The entire year. So I did go pretty deep.
Very good.
So for me, I'm actually one of the ones that had a very happy and carefree childhood. So I didn't have any trauma, no drama, no nothing growing up. I was a privileged one. I've been called the happy one. Okay, that's what my name is.
Wow.
The happy one. Dimple, smiley, you name it. I've always been happy, like inside and out. And I didn't actually have trauma up until like 10 years ago. That's my first trauma. Is my marriage, within my marriage. That's what did it for me. And so I am coming out of a place of healing from that. But I think because I had such a good and happy childhood, it's easier for me to bounce back.
Nice.
So
very good. Wow. That's
okay.
Great. That's great. So would you say you're completely healed? You're 80%, 90%? How much more do you have to go? And is it possible? Is it possible to feel completely healed?
I don't.
When we die.
There we go.
When we die, then we're completely healed, Aaron.
Exactly.
Being alive is walking. It's daily walking into that path of healing. It's when you see the sore, you get help for it right away so that it does not fester. And whether that's mentally, whether that's spiritually, or whether that's physically, you have to deal with it right away. And that's the process of healing, right? Because things are going to happen, right?
Definitely. I liked what somebody said last week. It's our gift. The certain circumstances in our life is a gift.
Yes.
And for me, it was that, at the moment it seemed so dark, depending on the degree of the thing. But for me, it was so dark. But, years later, when you're looking back at it, you see how far you've traveled and what you've overcome, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, then you can look at it, objectively and say, man.
So some people, go ahead.
What would my life be like if I didn't go through this? Because the growth is phenomenal, and you can never regret it. The growth that comes out of that circumstance or that gift. We're having some
people are
input. Awesome.
Go ahead. You want to say? Well, some people are watching. You wanted me to do the shout out, or you want to do it, Aaron?
You go ahead. I can't really see it.
You can't see it. You can't multitask, right? So we have some people watching. We have Prince Akani. We have hi Arlette. We have Arlette watching. We have Valerie. She said forgiveness helps with the process. She said.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is so true. When you let it go, it helps it helps you feel better. Right. Thank you for that, Valerie. We have some people watching that are not letting us know. We have Dave watching. Hi, Dave. Thank you for joining. And we have Dale watching. Hi, Dale. So, Aaron, we have some guys on here.
Paul, man. Hey, Paul, Sheldon, Dave, Jane, Stankofa, and Vernice.
Vernice, yeah, our super watcher is watching. Hey, Vernice.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and share it. Please share this live with those in your circle. And we're talking about healing mind, body, and spirit, and which is the ultimate gift we can give to ourselves in this life. Is awakening to healing from our circumstances, because we have burdens, we have traumas, and if we're not fully awake, they can affect us adversely, and they take away our potential, they take away our power, and we show up lesser than we are supposed to in this lifetime. We're here to make an impact, and there's many ways that people can do that, but when you're carrying around a baggage with you, it just deters you from your purpose. So we want to encourage people to step out and do the work, do the self-discovery. And this is what we're promoting here at Byond Talk, healing mind, body, and spirit. And I know people have their own ideas of what spirit is all about, but, this is not a dogma. It's just human life. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So we want to broaden our mind and remove limited thinking and fear and barriers, and just shine that we're meant to be. So thank you everybody for joining us, and continue with your comments, with your questions. Like we said, we are not, I'm going to say we're not authorities, and we're not preaching. We're not, we're teachers, we're healers, we're learners. And we know that teachers and learners are interchangeable. So we have so much to learn from you, and we encourage you to get engaged and join the conversation.
Yes. And we just want to point out for the people who just joined us that OSI is doing a beautiful work in our city by helping young men that were incarcerated and now come back into community. She's helping them develop their skills as handymen. A lot of people, we all know that people who go to prison and are released many times can't find jobs. Of course, you have to do a police check to get back in the workforce, and that stigma that's attached to it, to being in prison, and a lot is taken away from a person. And I'm not saying that if a person did a crime, they shouldn't serve the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you're opening up a space of redemption to say, because we all need redemption. Some of us didn't go to prison, but some of us did some bad things in our lives, right? Nobody caught us, but it doesn't mean that we didn't do anything bad. And so you're saying we all are guilty in some way, shape, or form, and we all need mercy, and we all need redemption and grace. And it's amazing. That's why we wanted to talk to you, because that's what you're doing. You're saying, hey, let's see what you're good at. let's help you. Or you good
Right.
at fixing something, let's help you make that into a business. Let's help you grow in the community. Let's help you redeem. And
Right.
I think that's amazing work you're doing, Osai. And for those of you who want to reach out to Osai, if you know somebody that, and she's also, while she's doing that, she's
Mhm.
mentoring them, and she's giving them, making them to feel good about themselves again,
Right.
right, Osai?
Exactly.
I
Definitely.
love it. I love what you're
And they're not,
doing.
nobody's alone. Nobody's
Nobody's
alone in
Definitely.
this
alone.
game.
I
So
love
Good.
it. I think
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, redemption brings my soul
Redemption.
alive.
Redemption brings your soul
Redemption
alive.
brings my soul alive. Just you know, being as a man who did wrong and who felt bad and who was just didn't know what, you know, what the future had in store, and being able to turn that around, you know, change your life. There's nothing greater, you know, there's nothing greater, just to prove to yourself that you can do different. And you know, for if you have children, just to prove to them that, you know, no one position in life is fixed. You know, you might be this type of person today, and if it's you have a characteristic that you're not happy about, you can definitely change it. You know, once you seek the knowledge, you know, and apply some belief, and then take some action, you know, you can definitely change your life. And that's pretty.
Yeah.
That lights my fire. Redemption. Somebody
We
redeem.
have a question from Valerie. She said men are seen as playing dominant role in society. How easy is it to transform or work with them? She wants to know, because they have, a lot of men have this sense of dominant ego, if you may.
Right.
So and maybe sometimes even, I'm wondering if she's talking about even a person who has been incarcerated and come back. They're a little bit harder because the pain has hardened them somewhat. How do you find it working with them? Can you speak to that, Osai?
well, there's actually a humbling period after they've come out. Then they're humbled when they are out, and then now they're trying to do something, and then they realize that they're getting shot down for jobs, and you know, so there is a humbling experience before and after. I can speak on definitely on what it's like to when they have the attitude of domineering. That's what I lived with. And before the incarceration period, it is overbearing. It's really overbearing in that way. But that is when for me as, let's say, a spouse, then yes, I think they're more able to think that they can dominate your spouse. But when this is a professional relationship now,
Yeah.
and then there's also something that I'm doing it all virtually, so I remain in a safe space that I am behind my computer basically, and telephone. The face-to-face, it's not so much, not in this program. It is you know, I have to protect myself and my children, but yeah, I have to do this virtually just for everyone's safety.
Right.
You know?
But how do you find it?
I know.
How do you find it, Aaron, working with men that are, that are tough? I can just quickly say, I believe everybody has a soft spot, and it's really paying attention to the person. I have stopped tough guys in the mall and say, hey, pull up your pants. You're so fine, but that pants is like, not making you so hot right now. And they end up calling me mama, like, please. And I'm like, I'm not old. I'm not your mama. But I think everybody has a soft spot. It's really how you approach them.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
You think?
Definitely. And
it's
how you connect.
Approach.
How you connect with the person. You are approaching in a non-threatening, non-condescending, manner. You get a lot more out of the individual than if you go with an authoritarian looking down on them. You're their equal, right? Just let them know, I'm no different than you. I've done things and that I feel bad about, that I've had to overcome. So I've almost walked in your shoes, so to speak, right? And I think once you meet the person at a certain level, then you can grow up from there, right? And then they're open to hear what you have to say, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
And another.
on my
Go ahead, Osai. Go ahead. You go ahead.
on my platform, it's business owner to business owner. It's not boss employee relationship. It is I'm a business owner and I'm respecting them as an up and coming business owner. So there needs to be that respect, the equal respect.
Right. And I was going to say, I really truly believe everybody wants to, every single person, man or woman, desire change, desire growth, because we're innately built that way. But sometimes people don't know how to go about it. So that can you imagine if you don't know how to go about something, the frustration that is inside of you? But if somebody come alongside you and help you, nobody refuses help. I know that. It may take, you know what happened? We give up on people too quickly.
Yeah,
I've given up on people. I'm like, I can't be bothered, right? But because we're looking at it through our own lens, that why can't they change already? Why can't they grow up already? But everybody move a different pace. It's really giving them that time while loving in them. And sometimes you can do it from a distance. I'm not saying you have to be in their face. It's those check-ins. Like we promote that a lot at Byond. It's checking in on a person, a phone call, an email, a text message, ask them out for a coffee, just letting that person, that troubled person that you think is troubled, know that I'm here for you. And and it's funny how you can rub off on people. So if you got something good, you should give it away. You should let it rub off on other people, right?
That's right.
You should not keep it to yourself.
Definitely.
There's more than enough.
There's more than enough. You should give it away and allow that person to grow alongside you. It's a beautiful thing, but a lot of us don't spend the time because we feel like it's a waste of time. It's never a waste of time. It's never a waste of time.
You're always sowing, right? You're always planting seeds, and you don't know when it's going to take root or whatnot. But if it's your purpose just to give, just give. Don't be deterred by how a person's response to you, right? So, after saying that, can we take another break for a quick ad, Sandra?
I don't think we have time for a break. I think we have about 5 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah, so we can do that at the end.
At the end, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, time goes by fast.
Already, eh?
Yeah, conversation is good.
Wow.
So, Osai, can I ask you one question about, so
sure.
If you could, I just got a text, 5 minutes. If you could change one thing in the world, what would that be? Wow. If there's one thing you could change, what would it be?
Okay. Actually, with this whole COVID thing, actually, it's a question that myself and my daughter, we always inquire about every day. What can we do that's better? One of the things that I was talking about the other day, ideally, is, okay, you see how big business, like big corporations, why are they really big? Like, for example, big retail chains, big box stores, big, to me, it's so industrial. And it's this industrial society that we became, because we're no longer industrial now, but when we became an industrial society, we started to have this belief that big is better, like a monopoly and all that is better. But these big companies are what hired people, and we become slaves to these companies. We become like slaves, robots. We don't have our own identity. Our identity is in these big companies. So my ideal world is that we are all independent, working together. So we all are like how it was back pre-industrial revolution time, where there was farmers, there was bakers, there was, when we did our thing as a family unit, as a community, and we served each other locally. And now I see the internet being a playing field where everything is flattened, where we can actually have community on the internet and
Right.
still be our own individual independent person providing services to the globe. So to embrace technology, but to bring back that old school mentality where we are our own boss. We are our own independent entity. That's my ideal world.
Wow. That's good. That's good.
Awesome.
You've been thinking about this, girl. So,
well, we have the time, right?
You've been thinking about this. Aaron, what would you change if you could change one thing in the world?
One thing in the world. What would I change? I think one thing I would change, if I could be born with all my fully aware, my full awareness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or my intuition just top notch, fully developed. Where I know that I know that I know, and try and just find a different way to navigate, as opposed to, having to bump your head so many times and before you realize, change, right? But I think if I was fully aware, life would be good. But
speaking with the angels,
life would be good. Is that a dream? Is that a pipe dream?
No, it's what you would change. That's good.
Sandra?
No, that's great. No answer is wrong.
Can you hear
It's
me?
what you would. I can hear you. Yes. It's what you would
Hello?
change in the
Can you hear me?
world. We can hear you. We don't know if you can hear us.
Can't hear.
But
My
we can
internet.
hear you.
My internet. Yeah, my
Yeah,
internet is.
you gotta call
is
Bell
unstable.
Canada this week. You gotta get Bell Canada to come fix you up. Whatever that
Company.
is.
No,
Yeah.
it's
That big
vital.
company.
Maybe that's the problem, right?
Yes. This is going to sound a little bit, maybe some people may not like this, but if I could change one thing in the world, I would shift our community mind back to our community. In that, I mean that the Black community, I would love to see the Black community for us to support each other, for us to align ourselves with each other and help each other in the way that we should. That's what I would change. I would like to see people buying Black, seeking out Black people, helping our community grow.
Yes.
And mark you, I love the other communities, but I think the other communities are doing that. And I think we're not doing that enough. So I think we're not seeking each other out. Like you said, we would rather go buy from the big corporations because we think it's a little bit cheaper. But I would love to see us spending that extra 25 cents and seeking out our own people so that we can grow, because healing is about healing is overall. It's about our own wealth, whether it's psychological, whether it's spiritual, or whether it's physical. And we need physical wealth in our community, don't we? So I would love to see that. I would love to see the Black man who is a millionaire to start lending money to Black people. I would love to see us Black people start shopping at Black stores. I'm just going to say this because I'm so passionate about it, and I can't keep it in. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody if you're not Black. But that's just what I would change. Yeah. That's what I would change. I would love to see it happening again in a seamless way. And we're conscious. We're conscious that together we can make a difference in our own community. So we have 1 minute. Chief said he's not playing with us. He wants us to be done on time. So we want to say thank you so much to the people who are watching with us tonight. We wish we have more time, but we don't. So keep your comments coming, and we're going to respond to you off air. But keep those comments coming, and let us know what you think about our show. Aaron, do you have last word? Because we got to kick off. Last word, Aaron. Last word, Osai.
He's frozen.
What's last word?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, I think you're frozen. Well, one more thing in connection with what you're talking about, this unity. I am also a part of an organization called the National Policy Alliance, and it's to do just that, to bring the community of organizations together under one umbrella, and to be able to interact with each other, and it's to satisfy the needs of our community as well as our individual households within our community. So I am also serving on there and helping with the business development there. So not only handyman, and I am looking for individuals, like gentlemen who are looking to start their own business. I'm willing to work with them, but also other businesses, other people that just have their own independent business that they want to run. We work with them through the National Policy Alliance, the NPA. So definitely.
Amazing.
There's
Amazing.
ways to connect everybody.
When we're done, can you put that in the chat? Can you put that out in the chat so that people can see it? Aaron, last word? Last word, Aaron? Aaron is frozen again. All right, so we're just gonna Chief, we're just gonna play the ad and we're just gonna say goodbye, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Mwah, mwah. Enjoy the beautiful weather outside, everybody. Take care. Have a great week. From Byond.
Having me. Blessings. Thanks, Sandra.
Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com.
DAC TV.
Hi, did Osai left? Osai left. Aaron? Chief? Hello? Nobody's here.